Welcome to Kamyabi, the place where we help you unlock the door to success. Joining me today is Mr. Amir Qureshi. Thank you for joining us. The biggest question was first that we discussed was finding a job. But once people find a job, they usually are down after 6 months. The reason is they aren't able to progress further or they don't see any chances of going ahead. So how do we deal with that, Amir? A person who gets a job, there is a lot of enthusiasm, but once he starts working in that environment, he feels he can't go anywhere. So what should he do?
That's a good question. और अक्सर ऐसे होता है कि after the initial euphoria of finding a job and so on, जब आप job में establish हो जाते हैं and you're expecting to progress और progression नहीं होती, so that's very demotivating and people get disillusioned and they lose their way. So there is no easy answer, but the thing is, if you're going to be considered for promotion, you have to first prepare yourself for it. And a key to promotion or getting promoted is that you must be ready for it when it comes. So regardless of whether the employer promotes you or not, you must equip yourself with the tools, with the skill set जो इसकी ज़रूरत होती है promote होने के लिए. And by that I mean you should invest time in self development, self improvement, self grooming, ताकि जब time आए तो आपको overlook ना किया जा सके, because it's almost compulsive on the employer to actually promote you because you're worthy and you're all ready for it.
A lot of people say that I do my task assigned to me, I meet all the deadlines, I make the reports as required. फिर भी I am overlooked for someone who is a little more trendy or stylish or has a more rapport with my employers and the fellow colleagues. Why is that?
Well, and since we're talking about Pakistan specific, now meritocracy isn't always going to win in the Pakistani workplace. और अक्सर ऐसे होता है, you could be the person who is who's the most qualified, but you may not actually be given the job. So this we have to accept. Pakistan mein connections do matter, referrals from people in important positions do matter, but let's put this to one side. कम से कम आप अपनी तरफ से तो सारी कोशिश करते हैं. So one of the things is you have to prepare yourself to advance in your career. और जब आप एक करियर शुरू कर रहे होते हैं, it's more about your technical knowledge. अगर आप अकाउंटेंट हैं या IT के प्रोफेशनल हैं या even if you're a doctor for that matter, initially you will be hired for your technical abilities. लेकिन as you progress in your career, it becomes much more about managing other people, about client interaction, about building relationships. So technical चीज़ें तो आपको university level पे basically सिखा दी जाती हैं, but all of this stuff you actually have to learn on the job. एंड इसमें आप जितनी मर्जी सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट कर सकते हैं करें, खुद करें, कोर्सेज अटेंड करें, इंटरनेट से एक कोर्सेज देख लें, बट यू नीड टू acquire those people related skills, you need to build relationships, you need to build contacts. Only then are you going to progress to the next level of management. Otherwise you'll basically be always a technician stuck in a dead end job.
Okay, let's say if something is not happening for you in your job, the right opportunity doesn't seem to be around the corner. Should you jump ship and move to another organization?
किसी हद तक तो ये डिपेंड करता है उस वक्त मार्केट कैसी है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट मार्केट कैसी है. देयर आर टाइम्स इन पाकिस्तान जब सर्टन स्किल्स की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है, डिमांड होती है. जिस तरह कुछ अर्सा पहले जब टेलकोस पाकिस्तान में आ रही थी तो पीपल वर वेरी easily able to switch from Mobilink to Warranted and from Warranted to somewhere else. In the process उनकी सैलरी डबल या ट्रिपल भी हो गई, कुछ ऐसा था. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो टाइम ख़त्म हो चुका हुआ है. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल बिफोर you jump, because you have to have the other position lined up. If you have the skill set and if you have the experience and if you have the contacts and you think you can easily transition, then sometimes changing jobs when you feel like you've reached a dead end is the only option you have for getting further ahead. And the other thing we have to remember is that the world has changed. जो एक पुराने ज़माने में हमारे पेरेंट्स जिस तरह एक कंपनी ज्वाइन करते थे और सारी उम्र उसी कंपनी में रहते थे, those times have really changed even in Pakistan. So it's not uncommon for people to change their jobs frequently. ज़्यादा frequently करेंगे तो people start getting concerned about the frequency. लेकिन I think people shouldn't hesitate if they see a better opportunity.
Okay, a lot of times people say that we only socialize with the people that we work at the workplace and we don't want to socialize with them outside. Does that hamper their prospects of going ahead in job?
I think किसी हद तक इससे affect होता है, because to get to progress, especially once you go from the lower to middle management and so on, you need to build relationships. And sometimes, because during the day we are so busy, itna kaam hota hai, itna pressure hota hai, deadlines hoti, we don't get the time to get to know our colleagues. Though sometimes it is the only option to meet them after hours, get to know them, relationship build kare, and that will help you in your career as you progress.
The crux of our discussion has so far been your self-development, your personal branding. So how does one do that?
After you graduate from a university, a lot of people assume कि बस पढ़ाई ख़त्म हो गई है. And as we say, education and learning is a lifelong thing. So university gives you a certain set of skills, लेकिन उसके बाद you can continue self-development and self-improvement for the rest of your life. In fact, it's absolutely imperative कि आप वो करें. So these days we are so lucky that there is so much information available. तो अगर आप कोई भी skill acquire करना चाहते हैं, there are free courses around. You can go to the MIT website. उधर से आपको पूरे course modules मिल जाएंगे, and you can learn a new skill, learn a new discipline. All of that information is available. You can also attend structured courses. जो प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट के होते हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ एडवर्टाइज करती हैं. Whenever you see an opportunity like that, just grab it with both arms and continually improve yourself. And then in addition to that, अपने time में you can listen to a podcast, you can listen to video blogs like this one, or you can read books. And you can read articles if you're in business related areas. You can read articles from the Harvard Business Review. All of that information is now available. Just imagine going to your bosses and being able to share with them what the Harvard Business Review wrote in its last bulletin. That will create a huge impact with your employers.
Hopefully it would. Thank you, Amir, for joining us.
Thank you.
This is Usman Mansoor for Kamyabi. Thank you.